Today I fucked up by putting my mother in a VR headset. Okay, for some context, I bought an Oculus Quest 2 on launch and I've loved it ever since. Beside the Facebook privacy issues, I've been playing many games, including Job Simulator, Beat Saber, and Rec Room. I wanted to share this experience with others. Now for the story. I was at family dinner, with my two older brothers, their girlfriends and my parents. I took out my Quest 2, and everyone wanted to try it. We were all having fun and playing Beat Saber and Super Hot, etc. Everyone except my parents. My dad didn't want to try it at all, because he knew what would happen. My mom decided to try. She puts on the headset, and I launched Job Simulator for her. So, she chooses the gourmet chef job, and tries to wash her hands in the virtual sink. Now, for those of you who don't know, Oculus headsets have this thing called a guardian boundary. Basically, a room boundary set by the player to keep them from bumping into things. However, my mom completely ignores this and slams into the entertainment center, chest first. Thankfully, neither the headset or TV broke, but my mom had obtained a somewhat fractured rib. She was in pain for a couple days, and I was constantly apologetic. Moral of the story: be aware of your surroundings in both the virtual and real world. Too long didn't read. Mom plays VR, but accidentally disregards game boundary and falls into TV stand and fractures her rib. I watched my wife look like she was playing dodgeball, almost did a body roll while playing Robo-Recall. It didn't help that I died at a really intense part and handed the headset to her as she walked into the room. I'd never done VR. It was comedy gold. I can't think of anything better to do after a hard day's work than to come home and play Job Simulator. It's a game where you're surrounded by robots trying to simulate human behavior. It's pretty funny. My nephew punched my wife in the tit playing a VR boxing game. She just walked into the room and stood right in front of him and looked at me like I was mental when I was telling her to move out the way. I didn't wait for VR, I punched my sister in the head while playing boxing on Wii Sport back when it came out. She tried to walk between me and the TV, which I was playing quite close from, and because she was like 6 yo she just went right trough without warning me. I think the F up is more on your mum. She ignored your warning about the barrier. Man, here I thought you were gonna say she found your porn stash, haha. Today I fucked up by making my school think I'm a flat earther and causing an anti-flat earth program to be put into the freshman science curriculum. This actually happened 2 years ago, but the change to the curriculum came into effect yesterday. 2 years ago when I was a sophomore in high school, I was assigned a persuasive essay on whatever topic I chose that had to include cited research for my honors English class. I decided it would be fun if I wrote my essay on something I didn't believe to be true and decided on writing about how the earth was flat. As many, if not all of you know, there is no short supply of flat earth videos, so there was plenty of information to use. I ended up using the documentary Behind the Curve on Netflix as my main source for my research. When I had finally finished my essay and turned it, my teacher said to me in class, awesome_face, I had no idea that you were a flat earther. I giggled a little and quietly said, yeah, I'm not. But the one thing about my teacher is that she is half deaf from old age, so I don't think she heard me say the I'm not part. Fast forward to this year and my school has gotten rid of the earth science, intro to chemistry, and intro to physics classes, which were all 1 semester long, and combined them into a new, all-inclusive class called freshman science. I learned from both of my current science teachers and my younger brother, who is a freshman, that they are doing a small segment on why the earth is not flat. All of them shared how they have to watch the documentary Behind the Curve and write about how their experiments and results are wrong. This might all seem like a big coincidence to you right now, but yesterday my younger brother is talking about it to me and just drops, "It's your fault we have to do this." Ms. Science teacher told all of us at the beginning of class because kids were complaining they had to watch it. She says it's because you wrote that essay for English and caused her and the school to think you are flat earther. That's when I remembered that she was on the school committee that determined what would be taught in classes. So yeah, my funny essay is the cause of an addition of a new segment of a science class. Too long didn't read. I wrote a joke essay sophomore year of high school on why the earth was flat for an English class and caused my school to implement a section on why the earth is round into the basic, mandatory science curriculum. Edit: I want to clarify that I do not think the earth is flat. Unless I am reading things wrong, it seems as though a few people have the idea that I believe the earth is flat, and I want to clarify that I believe the earth is a globe. There is very strong evidence for it being a globe. On the upside, at least their curriculum is adaptive and they changed it to address previous shortfallings. You can persuade people with your words, that's your power. Embrace it, put it to work. Obviously you must have gotten an A on your persuasive essay since you managed to change the science curriculum. In college I was in a class where we were assigned topics to argue. It didn't matter if you believed it or not. You had to argue it like you believed it was true. I had immigration, both legal and illegal, is bad for the United States. I do not believe this, but I researched common arguments and planned my rebuttals. Well, it turns out the pro-immigration person was not as well prepared. I was ready for every argument they threw at me and basically buried the conversation. After class a girl approached me, visibly upset, and asked why I felt that way. Told her I don't actually believe what I was arguing and tried reminding her we were all assigned topics. I hope she believed me. I felt awful even though I did nothing wrong. Anybody else thinking this new module in the curriculum is a great idea and should be expanded? Cause teaching kids to critically analyze material they are shown is a thing we need to be doing. Today I fucked up by losing an ear. Obligatory, this didn't happen today but when I was 14. It all started when I went to high school. I was kinda a loner and had no friends. My class was full of girls, and 4 guys including me. This is where the fuck up began. I was a dumb kid, and it didn't help that my other male classmates had the brain size of a chewing gum. One of the guys, let's call him Peter, was a stoner and the other guys decided to join in, smoking with him every break. Me, being a bitch, decided to come along for the first time. We went to this shady hallway outside our school, near a building complex. We smoked, all was good. Or so I thought. We were back in class. I believe we had history lessons. Me and the guys were sitting at the back on old computers. One of my friends decided to be funny and he did the classic got your nose thing on me, and faked grabbing my ear. Me, being the most phased, gullible man-child walking on the school grounds, started screaming and crying, screaming for him to give it back. I woke up to the school nurse checking up on me. Turns out I passed out thinking someone just ripped my ear off. Got expelled for 2 weeks and came back an earless legend. Too long didn't read, got high, someone stole my ear and I woke up at the school nursery. Time to start painting. Wah, this is a bizarre FU. Was about to swipe because I thought it was Reddit clickbait with the ear being a part of a Mr. Potato Head toy. Thought I'd still have a quick look and boy I was not disappointed, smiley face. Not how drugs work. Getting really stoned for the first time can give you a lot of weird thoughts and definitely make you pass out. That's hilarious. Why were you suspended though? Our school has a strict no drugs rule.